Okay, so there's going to be a bit of a difference in this story. It's more of a relation to if dinosaurs were to do something, yeah, like, mate and all that. Yeah, well, some stuff like that. But in this scene, I'm going over a plane crash as well, because I've got a plane here that's going to simulate a disastrous, like, scenario where it's suddenly lost one of the engines and plummet bang. So, the story will now start. Of course, dinosaur's mouth can't be open, of course, because that's going to make it look weird. Of course, the crest-headed version can, because, well, basically he's a person. But anyway, let's start. Sir, we're picking up a sign that had two dinosaurs literally just looking around. Sir, what? I was literally trying to process what's going on. Uh, I don't know if I'm telling the truth here, but they look like hybrids. What? Hybrids? Are you telling me they're hybrids? From what it looks. Sir? Seems to be another dinosaur on the attack. What? Where? I can't see them. Not yet, you can't. Oh no, it's the Scorpius. Oh no, what's he doing? Does he not know what a male dinosaur like that dinosaur over there can do? Right, they've teamed up on the Scorpius, so you should see that he has a massive disadvantage attacking them. Because they both do seem like strong species. Sir, bad news. The Scorpius didn't come alone either. Oh, shoot. No. He has brought allies of his own. They're just waiting for the perfect time to strike those ones that are attacking him. But they don't seem to be able to get a perfect angle on the dinosaur, sir. Looks like they're safe. We've just lost signal with Flight 201. Flight 201, do you copy? We have lost signal. Mayday, mayday, engine 1 has exploded. We're falling. Without warning. Immediately, the female once attacks back at the one who attacked her. Of course, this triggered the other one to look right at her and come at her. But he didn't do anything because he didn't understand what to do at that point. All he knew is that his ally was in danger of being killed by the massive black and red dinosaur. But suddenly, both dinosaurs were now spotted by both, but suddenly, immediately, it attacked the other one that was looking. Immediately, another fight breaks out between both. It ends up with him brutally murdering Mega Destroyer. And then staring right at the one. They both were amazed to see that a male just took down one dinosaur by himself, but a female had also taken down the other. Once again, her mouth closes, but she looks up at the male and the male looks at her in confusion to what occurred. They both stared for a while, and then she roared, sending him on his way to, of course, hunt for prey. But dinosaurs, they don't do it in the way birds would, of course. So that's one thing you need to know. They actually, some will just stand around, wait for prey to crash right into them, or they'll just charge at prey and eat it. Or, of course, if they're with someone else, they'll bring the food to them, as we have seen with experience. As you'll see on other videos that you watch from a certain YouTuber who shows them, who I have been recently watching. But, she eventually sees that he's just waiting there. She, of course, confusingly walks over to him. Once he told her what he was doing, she just went back and got relaxed again. Eventually, we witnessed the horrifyingest thing to have even appeared. Something you weren't expecting to attack. Well, immediately when he spoke towards the Indominus, she attacked him without warning, but immediately he got help. The Indominus rushes around violently, trying to get out of the jaws of the female, but all that did was give the male time to pull her around and then knock her over, to the point where she no longer had a chance to even fight them, as they began to feed on what she had to give. They eventually made a proper meal of her, of course, which was surprising to know that two of them ended up bringing down the world's largest known predator in Jurassic World. Eventually, after a while, after a while, they had eaten it whole. They had eaten all of it, which was a surprising sight to see if you think about it. The reason I skipped the fact that they were eating from the Indominus is because it would actually take really, really long because Indominus was massive. So, but it didn't take long before the next most largest predator was once was then spotted, and this one was large, like Indominus but different. It was now a Giganotosaurus. They're part of the T-Rex family. Again, forgetting that they had two, Giganosaurus starts wagging his tail in sign of being angry that they were watching him. But that just causes her to attack him because she was angry that he didn't like the fact that they were there because it was their house, of course. Eventually, she just jumps at him and starts grabbing him, giving the male an inclination that a fight broke out, and that's why he joins in the fight. He, of course, accidentally nearly pins it out. They were both helping each other during a fight. That's when the female hisses and knocks him, saying it wasn't worth it. They left him to die, as it turns out she had venomous bite ability, but she just never used it until now. He starts twerking, meaning he was somehow starting to die from it. He started breathing heavy and then dies. Once again, they start eating what was left. This would be common for them because it's not often they get this much food from eating and attacking large prey. Oh, and if you notice something, I believe this dinosaur is could be known as the prehistoric Godzilla because of his massive no, his like dorsal his spiked neck, but mainly the two massive head things on his facial design. Eventually, again, there was no more of it. But yeah, time for you to see the scariest part of it. Then, without warning, the one itself, the one that the Giganosaurus was the family of, the T-Rex emerged from slumber. But didn't realise that he was even no she. I remember this one being a she. That even she was outnumbered by them. The male looks at her and told the female that they might not want to fight this T-Rex, even if they can kill it easily, as that it's the queen of dinosaurs after all. She reluctantly hissed and said fine. She wasn't happy that he wouldn't let them fight it because she was still hungry even after the two massive things. The T-Rex then roars at her for saying that. But that was her mistake. As suddenly she wasn't angry and was keen to attack the T-Rex for what it had just done to them. But he hissed and shouts in dinosaur language, roaring mainly, shouting how there was no need for that. But eventually he decides he's going to eat it anyway because she had killed it, so therefore fed on the T-Rex as well. Eventually, they had fed on every single dinosaur they could. That they had, she seemed really tired, but she had no idea why she felt this tired. You see, that even if a dinosaur eats, they're always hungry. That's one thing about them. The only thing was, why did she feel like she couldn't? She smells around for no reason. She hissed. He hissed twice. Again, he looks at her with confusion to why she's hissing. Then he realizes He sensed trouble, and when she sensed it, he then senses it. It was the Cyclopean from the human facility that they had put on Jurassic Planet, and he had activated at the wrong possible moment. Now they had to deal with a Cyclopean mech that was coming their way. Cyclopean mech Cyclopean mech has detected two dinosaurs that seem to be staring right at him. That's him saying that about himself, and that they've detected it. But she hissed at him, warning, the black and red dinosaur seems to be noted hostile towards mech. Guys, get Cyclopean out there now. He doesn't realize that that hiss is a bad sign. If she attacks him, he'll know about it, because she'll go crazy on him. But but look at him. He seems to be more angry. Translating what dinosaur has just said. Words he just said was, leave now. Human facility. What do I do? Do as he has said. Leave. After that, they both calm down again. The male looks at her, asking if she's alright. She nods yes. Eventually, the plane that had crashed finally took off once more. Eventually, everything was normal again. She shakes her head. Rather low. And then both sleep all that night. And there we have it. The first video of Basque and Slazenger. Slazenger is the female Siamiosaurus, and Basque is the male Yanchungianosaurus. The words are very hard because they're like tongue twisters. So if I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry. But enjoy this, please, as I am actually quite happy with what I've done.